footage captures one of the deadliest battles of the Vietnam War, where American forces fought the Vietcong for 20 days and lost almost 400 soldiers. First-hand footage from one of the most intense battles of the Vietnam War has emerged. Video from the Battle of Dak To, shot over 3 weeks in November 1967, shows American soldiers from the 4th Infantry battling against the Vietcong in the central highlands of South Vietnam. The Battle of Dak To is known as one of the bloodiest of the Vietnam War, in which roughly 5,000 American troops assaulted a force of 6,000 Vietcong entrenched in hilltop defensive positions. The Vietcong aimed for the destruction of an entire American unit, something which they thought was achievable at Dak To. As such, 4 regiments were dedicated to the offensive. The Americans had been informed about the planned attack prior to it going ahead, though, as a result of a former North Vietnamese commander defecting to the south. Their response was to establish a base and bolster defenses before attempting to methodically push the Vietcong back from their positions. Over the next 3 weeks, several pitched battles resulted in the loss of 376 American soldiers and approximately 1,200 Vietcong, though this number is heavily disputed. In the rare footage of the battle, soldiers can be seen firing rifles, throwing grenades and launching heavy artillery toward North Vietnamese positions. Footage also shows a series of airstrikes being carried out by the U.S. Air Force on enemy positions. The North Vietnamese had hoped to destroy American forces to such an extent that they had to be reinforced with infantry from the cities, leaving space for the Tet Offensive in January 1968. As it happened, though, 3 of the 4 regiments which took part in the attack at Dak To were weakened to such an extent that they could not take part in the planned attack the following year. Toward the end of the battle, the 4th Infantry were ordered to take what was being referred to as Hill 875, a strategic position in the region. The successful completion of this mission contributed heavily to the body count. Despite forcing the Vietcong to retreat from their base and losing far fewer men, many in the American army failed to see Dak To as a victory after the considerable number of men that were lost. All in all, approximately 1,441 American soldiers were wounded, while the Army used 151,000 artillery rounds, 2,096 tactical air sorties, and 257 B-52 strikes. Over 2,000 Army helicopter sorties were flown, and 40 helicopters were lost. "There was no reason to take that hill," said Matt Harrison, one of the men on the ground whose unit was ordered to take Hill 875. "I doubt there's been an American on that hill since November 23, he said. "We accomplished nothing.